So, round two? I'm back again. I bet you thought you saw the last of me, but I'm here again with a new haircut. Woo-wee!
Let's straighten that neck up and act like we're taking a photo shoot.
Girl, I feel so free. I feel like, I feel untethered in the best way possible. Y'all hoes can't touch me. I'm floating. I'm floating.
Get done.
How many minutes it take? 30 to do my hair, wash, style. I'm out of there. I'm out.
Bye-bye.
I'm out and I'm outside. Today though, I'm gonna be outside in Philly continuing my apartment search.
Why?
Because this is a never-ending story. Like, there's so much to clear up. I also have to like talk about a whole bunch of stuff. And I think there's gonna be some plot twists that y'all aren't expecting. So just hold on to your seats, girl. But y'all know I've been away from this thing for like 3 months. And not just away from posting, but also scrolling. Like, I took a big giant step back from the internet as a whole. And when you've been online for 6 years straight as a job,
I pay my bills are paid.
taking a 3-month step back pulls so much into focus about what your experience has been. For example, even though I was going through a pretty tough time personally over the past 3 months, I still felt like the levity that came with not having to check in online and be nitpicked by hundreds of thousands of hundreds of thousands of Kim K. You is not Kim K, baby. You WillOnAWhim. Not to diminish myself, but girl, it's more like hundreds, okay? Hundreds of people nitpicking me over inconsequential like thoughts or actions or fleeting thoughts at that. Not having to like scroll the comments underneath your video hoping to engage with your community who's engaging with you in like a thoughtful way, but then realizing that that community has been infiltrated by randos who just, I don't know, sometimes it doesn't even feel like they watch the video. They just need to cherry pick what will make them feel morally superior in that moment to me. Just loud as hell yapping in the comments, girl, I don't know who you are and you don't know me. So that part, that mental war that I be having to fight every time I post a video, was so nice to take a break from. And of course I came back to the internet and I posted a video that was titled, "Why is the rent in Philly so cheap?" And then I put in parentheses, answer, it's not.
Rumors.
In that video, I take y'all apartment hunting with me in Philly for like a week. Now the context that a rando would miss out on is that I grew up in South Jersey.
I ran the streets since I was young.
So I was in Philly all the time. I was right across the river. In my adulthood, I had come back to visit Philly quite a few times. Even before I started this YouTube channel, I was searching for jobs in Philly. I had a whole little thing back in the day with Philly. I was definitely nervous, you know, vulnerable moment. I was like, okay, I'm gonna post this video. I don't know if the girls is gonna show up for me or not. Even though a lot of y'all were checking up on me saying that y'all would still be here, you know, when I decided to come back, as long as I took a break and rested for real. I literally uploaded the video and then I left. I was like, I'm not looking to see if anybody is actually watching it. I'm just gonna leave for a little bit. And then I came back and y'all were all there.
Gagging.
Stop playing. I love y'all. It's clear though that y'all weren't the only ones who showed up. I guess the video got a little bit, you know, a little bit more push than necessary. Not necessary, girl. Keep pushing algorithm. Push. I think some bots showed up. I don't know what to call them because they always anonymous, but I'm gonna say that the bots specifically had a problem with me calling Philly cheap. Not cheap as in it's a cheap place, like it's tacky, but that I said the apartments were cheap. The rent in Philly, to me, definitely was cheaper when I was doing comparative research to other cities. But that's before I made the trip to Philly. That's the whole reason I went to Philly, because I was like, ooh, they got cheap rent over there. Let's go look for apartments. And then when I got there, why everything started adding up.
And then you turned on me. Why'd you turn fake on me, Rima?
$350 parking fees. Like, what's that about? That's why I titled the video, "Why are apartments in Philly so cheap?" Parentheses, answer, it's not. And you know, I usually title videos just kind of flippantly, just like whatever. Okay, I'm just gonna title this video, put it out there. Because the last thing I want to do after editing and filming and all that stuff is to think so hard about what to title it. I'll just title it whatever. But in this case, I thought the title had encapsulated exactly what my experience was searching for apartments. You know, ultimately this all doesn't matter. Like, people were like really upset that I was saying Philly was cheap. Somebody said like, how you just gonna come to our city and make stuff up? What are y'all talking about?
What are you talking about?
Over time, over and over and over and over again of these things kind of happening, it gets kind of exhausting. You're just like tired. You don't want to like make as many videos anymore. I can handle it personally, and I do think it's kind of like a little too late to kind of inject critical thinking into the internet, of the fabric of the internet. But it would be nice just to not have to deal with that. It's like a little fly. It's like kind of annoying. So I just want to thank the people who did show up and critically engage with that video. Gave me some good advice, you know what I'm saying? But I also want to let these new girls who think they're too hot for the block, that it's okay. Like, we can calm down. It's okay.
Grandma not mad. Grandma just hurt.
It's literally okay. It's good vibes over here. We're not trying to fight. We're not trying to argue. I can also acknowledge that cheap and expensive are adjectives. And in this case, they're subjective. They depend on the socioeconomic position of the person that's using it, right? So for me, yeah, the apartments in Philly were cheap at a certain point. But to someone else, even people who are maybe already living in Philly, the apartments could be expensive. So it's kind of hard to argue about whether or not something is expensive when that word is dependent upon positionality.
Okay.
So like, let's just, girl, it's okay. We can hold nuance in this community. I know we can. I know we can. I know it. At any rate, I do hear y'all. Okay, don't move to North Philly. Don't move to North Philly. Okay. All right, I get it, baby. Y'all were painting pictures of me getting robbed every day, like my car getting broken into, stolen, all kinds of stuff. Hit it, Kiki. Spooky.
Spooky.
And while I am listening, like I said, I hear you. I might have gone to see one little more apartment in North Philly.
Why would you do that?
So this is Gotham Apartments. It's probably the most interesting apartment tour I went on today, simply because the range of apartments that I saw was like crazy to me. And you'll see that. Also, the guy who was showing me around was hella quiet. There was no room for banter, jokes. He just kind of pushed me into the spaces and didn't even say nothing. So I had to ask a lot of questions. Yes. I'm also going to film this so I can keep track of everything when I'm deciding later. Okay.
What the
Okay.
Do you know if there's a fee?
Yeah, it's $200 per month.
$200 a month. Parking definitely would be a must here because it's so close to Kensington, and Kensington is the place that y'all warned me about. You said it's so dangerous, but I also read reviews of these apartments that warned of repeat car robberies.
What?
And there's availability now. $200 was kind of what I expected for this parking garage in this area. Also, the garage had electric chargers, so that's a plus. Now hold on. Because why this man started taking me downstairs, like way down?
We just went down.
Where we going, Mr. Charlie? Or whatever his name is. I don't know. He never, I don't think he ever introduced himself. Spooky.
And we're looking at our one bedrooms.
I'm interested in seeing all the units that are available. Anything from like a studio up to a 2-bedroom.
Okay, cool. Well, gym facility through here. We're currently doing some work on the floor right now. So.
Okay. Now, why is the floor like that? Like, be for real. Be so for real. Ain't no caution tape, no kind of sign. But on the brighter side, the actual equipment in the gym was in good shape.
So the studios, they don't have washer dryer in the unit, but we have these available downstairs.
For the studio?
Yeah.
Okay, nice.
What the
I don't know, y'all. Gone are the days where I'm paying for laundry in a place I live at. Laundry should be free. But these are coin-operated machines in the basement, scary, wet, dookie basement. Thankfully, because I'm not looking for a studio apartment, these are only for the studio apartments. Those units do not have washer and dryer. Okay, interesting.
Ciao. Anyway, so.
I'm not getting even like so how's the weather? Like, it's quiet in here in the elevator. Super awkward. I was staring at him. He was staring at me, baby. What's the tea? Like, do you like me or no? Wow. The rooftop, surprisingly gorgeous. Like, the deck, the little pool, the view was like of downtown Philly. Whoa. Of course, so there's a
Yeah, hey, y'all.
pool. Even that water tower was like a cool feature. So this is the common area, which I had to ask, hey, is this the common area? So this is just like a common space? Because like I said, Mr. Charlie, we're going to call him Mr. Charlie. Okay. He would just bring me to a space and just not say anything. So, but you know, it was cute. It was giving very much grunge, industrial, cozy, which even though it's dark, it is a refreshing contrast to kind of like the corporate charm beige gray that every other apartment complex is doing. Finally, we make it to our first apartment. It's a 2-bedroom, 2-bathroom. He said he would send me all the prices for the apartments that we seen that day, but he never did. So I can only assume that he was swept up in a sudden tornado that landed him in a whole other state, where he was then recruited by a secret faction of the CIA to be a stealth assassin in a foreign community, where he had to get a whole new identity, never to be heard of or seen again. Because ain't no way Ain't no way he told me he was gonna send me no price. So in that case, I send you my thoughts and prayers, Mr. Charlie. 2-bedroom. Wow. Okay. Do you know maybe what orientation this apartment is? Is it like south facing?
We're facing south.
South? The living room was very spacious. I love me some south-facing windows. And we got concrete floors. And the first bedroom was nice. I'm gagging at how large the window is and how cute these little moonlights are.
Cut them fucking lights on.
Now the closet is small as hell.
Wait.
What?
I'm 2 steps away from becoming SpongeBob. One outfit, baby, every single day. Anyway, let's see what the bathroom is looking like.
I need to go to the bathroom because I need to figure this out.
Okay, we got a nice light, nice mirror. Okay, some storage, some counter space.
Okay.
All right, let's open up the shower.
Call the ambulance. This is disgusting.
Girl, cover your mouth and walk out quickly. Quickly. See, it's always something. Like, it's always something. The pictures online do not show molds all up in the booty crack of the shower like that. I was just falling in love with this unit, but now they got boo-boo in the corner. Ugh. Anyway, let's check out the rest of it. Just to see what's going on. The second bathroom was fine. You know, no biohazard in there. But the second bedroom, why is it so small? What is this, a nursery? The only thing you can fit in there is like a race car bed from 1999. Stop playing with me. Now there was a quote unquote walk-in closet. It didn't have like racks on every single wall, but it was spacious. Now the kitchen, y'all, is cute. I love a good marble waterfall countertop. It's open concept, the appliances are nice, but
here we go again.
Baby, like, what is going on? What is this? What is in this sink? I'm about to call the CDC. Center for Disease Control. Yeah, girl, they got boo-boo in the shower and boo-boo in the sink. She said she want to talk to you.
Don't let it happen again.
The washer and dryer was lovely. It's a good size. Laundry should be quick, easy. In that second bedroom, although I don't like the look of this, I really don't. It has a little window to let the light in from the living room into that second bedroom. So all in all, this unit was just bittersweet. I figured I could just clean it up real good. But I'm afraid that even them just showing me this apartment, like having the audacity to do that, is indicative of a lack of care from the management. Like red flag type of tease. Thankfully, there are other units to see. This unit specifically is available?
Yeah, it's in a one.
So we went walking in the hallway, and I could see that even as we walked to this next unit, some of the finishes in the hallway were even changing. Like there was this mesh kind of ceiling that seemed super cool. Some of the structural columns in the hallway were painted. It was a little bit cleaner even. And I think this is why it's important to see as many units as possible during an apartment tour. Not just the ones that they have furnished, their model units. Go to different units to see what the hallways look like, if the vibe changes a little bit, because that could be really important to your day-to-day. Like if you're coming home from work and you're stressed and you're tired, but you gotta jump over trash to get to your unit, that's when you gotta square up and put the knuckle things on. You know them things? Yeah, because somebody about to get one of those. Pow! But once again, Mr. Charlie kind of just tossed me in there and dipped. Okay, this is a 1-bedroom? Okay, cool. The concrete floors, the large windows, the concrete ceilings, the orange pipes, the black brick wall, the updated appliances, it's moody. Of course, something gotta be wrong. The bedroom didn't have a large continuous window for whatever reason. It was this random kind of brick wall piece that I wasn't really fond of, but still there was a bunch of light in there, and the room was large enough to be used as both a bedroom and an office. The bathroom was nice. I had to go look in the tub, child. Fool me once, shame on me. Fool me twice, shame on me. Fool me 3 times, shame on me, because you should have knew from the beginning. Turns out the tub was fine.
Okay.
It's a little stained, but I think we could fix that. A little bar keepers, a little Lysol, a little bleach, a little rip the entire thing up and redo the whole bathroom. We have a little coat closet as we enter the unit, a washer and dryer with a little extra storage beside it.
Okay.
Good counter space, and the refrigerator was large. Making our way back into the bedroom because I forgot to look at the closet. This is goofy.
Gosh, something wrong here.
I'm sure there are semi-easy fixes, but you see how if I wanted to hang all my clothes up, that there would be little space to do that? Because there's only one rack. I need racks for the ATM gym. Rack city. I need it all around. That unit ended up being my favorite out of all of the units that we saw that day, but there is a newly built annex to this building that hosted like multi-story condos. It also had this little courtyard. What is going on down there?
What is this?
I'm not sitting in there. I'm not finna be in the pit.
I was like, I paid almost $2,000 for these pit seats. Like, I finna be in the pit.
So this condo, okay, it's definitely larger.
This is unit 10.
Unit 10.
2-bedroom, 2-bath apartment. The tenant just moved out at the end of the month and left some stuff behind. So.
Okay. The finishes in the bathroom and the kitchen were pretty much the same as the other units. There are no concrete floors, which is a bummer for me. I want concrete floors. It's mostly an aesthetic thing. Like, that's just what I want. The light wasn't that great. The view was kind of odd. It was just of other apartments, but the closets were way more spacious. And the ceilings were still pretty high. So, you know, if you got a pet giraffe that you're trying to store, unit 10 might be your best bet, baby. Oh, and how lovely, a double vanity. What is that? What?
Don't ever fix your lips to say that.
I had to leave. I had to get out of there. I don't want to know what's in that toilet. One really cool thing about this unit though was that it has a private rooftop. Everybody say ooh, ooh. Super cool, super dope. Mr. Charlie showed me to another condo.
Come on down.
Honestly, the flooring in both of these condos really seemed really cheap. It seemed really hollow, which y'all know is pretty much a deal breaker for me. Also, the baseboards in this unit were dirty. So I kind of just sped through this one. I didn't even go up to the rooftop.
Nah.
Now, I did want to see what this other 1-bedroom, 1-bath looked like before I left. So here's that.
Hello?
1-bedroom, 1-bath at about 606 square feet.
Okay. And this is also south facing, maybe?
It's east facing.
East facing. We got larger windows. The closet is way larger.
Wow.
And the bathtub is clean. I really can't lie, this is a good contender. Like, it's a good chicken tender.
Wait a minute.
I just would have to downsize like majorly. And I wouldn't have too much separation between work and personal life. So my brain was like trying to do all the math, trying to calculate how to make that work. And I got dizzy. Now, this apartment I was hella excited about. I actually called to look at an apartment across the street, but as I was telling the agent exactly what I was looking for, he was like, you know what? We actually have another property. It's right across the street. We should go take a look at that one. So we went to take a look at that one. This is Poth. The vibe immediately was like warm, cute, charming. Girl, the gym was nice. The gym was a nice size. It was moody, clean, updated equipment. The hallways, girl, I was like, girl, how much the rent for the hallways? Everything was so spacious. There was art everywhere. And the entire building is huge. Like, it spans the entire block. And of course, the guy that they assigned to me to show me around, it was his first day in the apartment. Like, he works for a management company for multiple buildings, and he's new on the team. So he met me at the apartment. And he was like,
it's only my 3rd day out here. I don't know.
We spent most of our time just figuring out where the heck we were. And also, half the elevators weren't working. I don't know what that was about.
We've been stuck for 5 minutes now. Someone said lay flat on the floor if it starts falling. Oh!
By the grace of God, we made it to the first apartment. It's a 2-bedroom, 2-bathroom, $24.80 a month, which I would say is a standard price for this kind of unit. By the way, we are back. I don't know if y'all consider this West Philly. I'm never, ever again gonna say like I'm in East Philly, South Philly, North Philly, South, North, whatever. Because y'all flamed me last time for saying North Central Philly. That's what it said on the map.
Sure, Jan.
So don't blame me, blame Google Maps. Oh my God. But we're in Brewerytown.
Okay.
I don't know, like I said, if this is West Philly, but if you watched the last video though, this is where that train was that made that loud noise. Oh, y'all hear that? Y'all hear that train? Uh-oh. Shut up! Uh-oh. Which could have been an issue, you know, if you get an apartment in this area. But anyway, we're gonna continue. The bathroom is crazy large. I love tile in the showers, like on the floors. Just seems like cleaner or something, like you can clean it better. And one thing about it, I've learned my lesson. I'm gonna turn on the water. I'm gonna flick up the lights. Make sure there is good electrical foundation and, you know, water foundation, because the girls will play you. I'm sorry?
This one is $24.80.
Okay, cool. The kitchen is also lovely. It gives kind of farmhouse with these little sconces that come out off the wall. But I love the large island. Very important for somebody who actually has to cook. You know what I'm saying? You need space. All the appliances were updated. I really can't complain too much about the kitchen. Okay, so on to the second bedroom. Can y'all see it? Because the light is dismal. Like, I don't care how large the room is or how nice the apartment is. I need big windows. How am I supposed to be nosy? Let's just move on to the next one. This one is a 1-bedroom, 1-bath. It's $17.75 a month. And the guy did say something about how, like, the prices are kind of a little bit of this, a little bit of that. I said, what you talking about, baby? How much you trying to take off? He didn't want to give me no answer. He wanted to see if I was really interested. Like, I'm sick of the games. Like, just tell me how much it is. But we gonna say it's $17.75. The bathroom is pretty much the same as the other unit. And the living room is a good size, but again, very little light.
Bitch, I can't see.
The view is of other apartments, and the 1-bedroom is pretty small, so grab your purse. We out. We got things to do. Now, before we see this last unit, which actually ended up being my favorite unit in this building that I literally almost applied for.
Okay.
I got some tea. There was one studio apartment that I didn't film because there was a girl like moving out. It was one of those occupied tours that everybody's like, that's crazy. Why y'all doing that? This should be illegal. I kind of agree with y'all, but at the same time, when somebody is in the apartment, you can ask them questions that'll give you answers that you wouldn't get otherwise. So I very boldly, in front of the leasing guy, I asked her, like, why are you moving out?
Why?
Did you like your stay here? And this girl told me that an employee at that apartment complex started beef with her online.
What?
And vandalized her car several times.
Have you ever been bullied for 12 years straight?
And then she said that the garage was just like not working for months. So she definitely wasn't feeling like her car was safe or that the apartment complex was doing anything to help her out. I think the employee since has been fired, but she couldn't take it anymore. So she said, I'm out.
Gotta go bye-bye.
So her friends were there, her family was there, like helping her move out, while I was just kind of in there, like surveying the place, seeing if I wanted to move in. I don't know, it makes you think twice about moving into a place, you know what I'm saying? The guy who was showing me around, obviously, I think felt awkward when she started just blabbing like that. And he tried to reassure me that that situation was a fluke. That was just something that happened to her. But I don't know, the garage being broken for months is not something that just happened to her. That happened to everybody. Why would you pay for parking in a closed, locked up garage if it's not safe for your car? Other than like not having to park on the street. But there was plenty of parking on the street. So all of that was on my mind as we went into this final apartment, which made it bittersweet. So here's the bathroom. It's the same as all the others.
Can you come up with something else?
Here's the bedroom. It's definitely too small.
So small, I don't like that.
But it does have a good sized window and kind of a medium sized closet. I like this unit mostly because it was a corner unit. So there was windows on either side of the apartment. The shape was a little bit funky though, mama. Like, where am I supposed to put my couch?
Where?
They don't sell pizza slice couches. So furniture placement might be difficult, but there was quite a bit of light is what I've been yapping about this whole time. So that unit was $2,500. Like I said, it's a 1-bedroom.
Right.
The bedroom was really small. $2,500 plus parking, plus the utilities for a pretty small unit that, by the way, is right beside the train that makes a loud noise. Financially, it's just not making sense to me. Something about this just don't sit right in my spirit. So this is the residences at 1 Brown over in Northern Liberties. I was walking by one day because I was staying at an Airbnb like right down the street, and I saw the beautiful floor to ceiling windows from the outside, and I said, ooh, I want you. I want you. Oh my God, my beard hair is like growing in my nose. So here's the gym.
I mean, I really can't see because it's blurry.
Sorry y'all, I do wipe my camera lens off in a second.
Yeah, because you're dirty.
The gym was nothing to rave about. It was carpeted. I don't remember how it smelled in there exactly, but carpet just gives funky. In the gym,
You stink, Blade.
girl, bye. Next, for whatever reason, we have a Carnival Cruise pool.
We about to get this party started.
Why? Like, I had a pool in my last apartment, and it was super nice, but I used it maybe 3 times out of the 3 years that I stayed there. So this pool and everything was cute, but boom. Also, I literally stayed in an Airbnb in this building right here, and I had to walk along this street in order to get to where my car was parked.
Okay.
Rats everywhere. No Chuck E. Cheese in the dumpsters. I'm hopscotching just to get home safe. Anyway, everything in this building was key fob access, which is nice for security. Like, just the thought of it, like, okay, nobody gonna come in here and scare me. But also, too, it's kind of annoying having to carry around a little key fob, being responsible for that thing, and then if you lose it, it's like $50. Having to dig in your purse every time you try to get into anywhere.
So we got this first layout right here. This one's about 1328 square feet. So really big in square footage. Both of these units that I'm showing you today are $21.97 for the price point.
$21.97.
Yep. So you got washer and dryer right here, closet. You got the first bathroom over here with the walk-in shower.
Hoist the sail!
Where am I? What is going on? What is this?
It's time to walk the plank.
No shade.
No shade.
It kind of gives Pirates of the Caribbean hotel, casino, and resort bathroom.
So much booty.
What?
She has character. I don't know what I was expecting these apartments to look like on the inside, but it really wasn't this. This is a 2-bedroom, 2-bathroom. It's 1,300 square feet, and it's $21.97 a month. And for the apartments that I've been seeing, that is cheap. That's probably the cheapest for that size that I've seen.
Then you got first bedroom over here, 2 sides of the closet.
More carpet, I see, which I've had in previous apartments. It's just, I really am looking for concrete floors. And these closet doors, oh my God, they irk me so bad. They irk me so bad. I want to scoop all these kinds of sliding doors, these folding sliding doors up across America and start one huge bonfire with them.
And now you on fire.
Shoot them into space. And these ones were so low that they were dragging on the carpet, making it hella hard to close. Seems up.
Oh.
The bedrooms are large though, right? Lots of space. They have these ceiling fans. No windows, but there was a good amount of closet space.
And second bedroom? Yep, second bedroom right here. Bigger master suite. So you got 2 sides of the closet, and then you got the private bathroom you can check out over there as well.
Ahoy, mate. Find the treasure. You better walk that duck.
The second bathroom was huge, and the tub had jets in it, which honestly is kind of nasty. And you know, I do have to give this apartment some points for not being gray. It does have character.
You got the south facing, so we are going to lose our view soon in most of these probably, but I mean, you can't beat it. We got lots of space to play around with for the living room over here. Lots of countertop space for the kitchen, cabinet space, every hygiene, gas stove, garbage disposal, dishwasher. And this is just a water heater closet. This is an extra closet for storage right here. You get the floor to ceiling windows, automatic blinds. You can control them right here as well. So if you want to block out the sun or just get some privacy, these go all the way down.
Cool. Not too much to complain about here, especially not for their low price of $21.97. Like, what's the catch? Here we have another 2-bedroom, 2-bathroom. The price is also $21.97. The finishes are the same in the bathroom and the kitchen, but the layout is a bit different. It's a bit more open. There's also different flooring, which makes a huge difference. The bathroom having a little linen closet is also T. I realized that is something I'm looking for. And surprisingly, this apartment had a ton more closet. Like, boom, right when you walk in, 2 medium-sized closets. Then there was like this other walk-in pantry closet situation.
Okay.
You know, so I can store my my 1 bag of meal prep rice and the air fryer that I never use.
I don't know what the f this is, okay? It's just something sweet for the f***ing kids, okay?
The first bedroom is a good size, and whoever is vacuuming these floors to the gods. You ate that, mama.
You ate that.
Miss Mama with the Hoover. Nice little cute pattern on the floor. That's cute. Anyways, we got these cha-cha sliding ass doors. I can't deal with it. Take them off of there. This room also didn't have actual windows, so they did put that glass panel in there to let some of the light in. Didn't do much. The difference in the flooring here makes it feel so much more modern than the last apartment.
And you got kitchen, same amount of open space, a little bit more open area for the kitchen over here. And you got the living room, lots of space to play around with. You got the same floors in the windows. This one still has a view. A little bit more of the bridge over here, and then there's some water as well.
The floor-to-ceiling windows had a partial view of the water, which, as you can see, they finna build another apartment, so that's gonna be fully blocked. Yay! We love that. More cheap buildings, tiny apartments, high rent. The second bedroom has a little window, which is nice. That's a huge plus. Although it does face another apartment complex. Stupid. Wah, wah, wah. I'm not trying to wake up, open my curtains, and see this.
I'm scared.
Oh, also this what I'm doing right here is something new that I've been doing in apartment tours because I need flow in my apartment. It's very important that I can just walk into a room, get to the closet, open the closet without having to shut another door to get into the, you know what I'm saying? So as you can see here, the floor plan does not allow for you to open the closet and the bedroom door at the same time, which to me is disruptive.
I just want to be in a place where I'm like free.
Now for this last apartment complex. This is the only apartment complex that so far I would like highly recommend to someone else. If they were like, oh, I'm looking for apartments, I would show them this one. This one is called the Reyburn. It checks almost all the boxes for me. I fell in love almost immediately. So yeah, let's get into it. This is a 2-bedroom, 2-bathroom plus a den. It's 1,300 square feet. Now the price, it's like $2,700, about $2,700 after some of the extra fees that they don't really tell you about during the tour. A month, but it's big. Like it's just big for no reason.
What's big?
And the windows, y'all, I am gagging. This is in, I think, East Falls. It's right next to Fairmount Park. It's exactly what I've been looking for. It has a large kitchen island, huge bathrooms, huge bedrooms, large closets. The bathrooms are pretty. Like they're nice. Do you know what like orientation this is facing?
This is facing east.
East. And this thing that they're calling a den could just be a whole walk-in closet. The only things I don't like about these units are that they come with Bosch washer and dryers, which them hoes take like 4 hours to wash and dry your clothes. I hate them. I hate them so bad. There's also no concrete floors in this unit, but I'm not mad at the vinyl. There's no bathtub, which I'm realizing I actually do want. Like there were so many times in my old apartment, which had 2 standing showers, where I was just like, ugh. It's been a long day. I want to just take a bath. When Insecure was on, I would get my little wine. I would fill up the bathtub with warm water, some soap suds, and I would have a good time. But I do realize that having no bathtubs in your apartment complex is a deterrent for families. So if you're somebody who is like me, where you don't want to be living with a bunch of kids, running around in the hallways, using the amenities, having no bathtubs in your apartment complex is an indication that there probably won't be kids. Because families like to wash their kids up in bathtubs. They don't like the standing showers. So there won't be too many little kids running around. Like I said, this one is a little expensive at $2,700 a month, plus $100 for parking. Parking is the cheapest I've seen here at $100. But it's not covered. It's not really locked. It's just like kind of a parking lot. And I think on top of that, there's maybe an amenity fee that's like $75. So that's putting me at maybe $125 shy from $3,000 a month for this apartment. And that's not including all of the utilities. You know what I'm saying? Like internet comes with it, but not electric and all the other things. And it's a big apartment. It's going to cost a lot, especially in the winter, to kind of heat up the place. So I went to see another 2-bedroom, 2-bathroom unit.
These are my personal favorite.
This one is $2,224 a month, and it's 1,031 square feet. So a little bit smaller, a little bit cheaper, and fewer windows.
And this one faces southwest.
Southwest. The first bedroom was... Actually, can y'all tell me? Because I couldn't see it. Not only because there wasn't any windows, the electric wasn't working. Like I said, I flick on them lights, baby. I turn them lights on. The lights weren't coming on. So, I don't know. I couldn't really... that kind of turned me off. I was like, I don't know. Damn. The second bedroom was definitely brighter, and it had a larger closet. Although it did face the street, which could be like a noise issue. But honestly, I didn't really hear too much from inside the apartment. Overall, honestly, this wasn't really a bad option at all. Now, Now, there is a 3-bedroom that is available. It's way over my budget at like $28.50 a month. But I just want to take a little peekaboo. I just want to see what's going on, you know what I'm saying? Be nosy. Because it was a corner unit. Look at these windows. Oh my God. The floors were concrete. Now, I couldn't tell if they were dirty or if they were just like that. I don't know. No, them concrete floors don't look that cute. There was a den as well, but it didn't have doors. So that was kind of like weird to me, just the layout. But the bedrooms were standard size, plenty of light. Nothing really to complain about. Like I said, it's in East Falls, which I think is one of the nicer / safer places to live. The gym though was kind of meh. Always a push and pull between how nice your amenities are and how nice the actual apartments are when you're trying to maintain your budget. If you want nice everything nowadays, you got to push your budget up to 3K. And it's like, who is making that money unless you are going to be in these apartments with roommates, you know what I'm saying? But still, who's doing that and paying for gas and paying for groceries and paying for health insurance and paying for car insurance? What is going on?
I'm literally so serious.
Everybody calm down. I want to like douse the rental market with water because it's piping hot right now. But like I said, the gym was whatever, and the common spaces were pretty much just sofas in the hallway.
This is crazy.
But I don't know, body tea. At any rate, Philly has worn me out with apartment hunting. And my advice for anybody searching for a place to live in any city is to take your time. Do not rush into signing a lease. Although I truly believe it is possible to find the quote-unquote perfect apartment, you may not always find the perfect place, but you can definitely get close to it. Ask plenty of questions, read the reviews, hang out in the area that the apartment is in to see like what the convenience is like, what the noise level is like, what the safety is like. Make your decision based on facts rather than just full emotion. As you all know, I did apply for an apartment in Philly. I got the apartment, and that was maybe 3-4 months ago. I'm no longer in that apartment. There's lots of stuff that transpired in between me getting that apartment and where I am now. And that's where I want to kind of orient you all. I can't talk about the details just yet, but at some point I will be able to share that with you all. But just know that there's a whole journey that ensued. And y'all, I think, will be gagged a little bit at the kind of plot twist that actually happened. So there's me packing up all of my stuff, moving across the country. I also drove all the way across the country by myself, and I filmed all these things. So hopefully I'll be able to put these out in videos. I can't give you a timeline on it. I'm not rushing myself to put out these videos, but you will get it. I'm working on it. And then hopefully at some point I'll be able to sync up the videos that I'm making with like real time. So you'll know exactly what's going on in my life currently. Because for me, this is kind of blast from the past. Like I got my haircut months ago. Y'all just didn't know. I just didn't tell y'all until just now. But I'm really trying to get spooky. So I'm going to try to get all this stuff out and then sync it back up because October is coming, baby. November is coming. December is coming. These are all fun months for me. I love creating during this time. So I'm asking that y'all give me grace, be patient with me, because I'm going to be patient with myself. Okay? Now, even though I didn't choose any of the apartments that you saw in today's video, I'm hoping that at least one of these apartments sparked your interest, or at least you learned a lot about what it's like to look for apartments in Philadelphia, in my price range, obviously. Because Philly is a place that I love.
I ain't gonna never stop loving you.
I know people in the comments are like, oh, don't move there, it's bad. People are literally saying, I grew up here, I lived here, I still live here, and it's bad. Don't ever move here, it's a bad decision. I get that, but I also love Philly. Like, I've seen the bad parts of it, and I still like Philly. Like, I love how tenacious the fabric of the community is. I love the art. Art runs deep in Philly. There's nature, there's food, there's fashion. There's so much about Philly that I can rant and rave about that even people who live there will just be like, it's not worth it. But like I said, I'm in an era of making the best decisions for me, and I think you should make the best decisions for you. Okay? So if you don't like Philly, then you don't like Philly. It's okay. We can be different, baby. We could be different. But that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Hope you liked it. If you did, give it a big old thumbs up. And if you want to stick around, be my friend, be my homie, go ahead and click that subscribe button. Don't forget to follow me everywhere online. Okay, just don't follow me in real life. Because I've been telling y'all already, if you follow me in real life, it's gonna be bad for you. Anyway, I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye.
Bag girls make them say wow.